Hey, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Charles Fernandez, and I am an artist, a 3D modeler, as well as a 2D. And seriously, you're you're freezing up on me now. Is that what's happening? Okay, all right. Sorry about that. My feed decided to act up on me. As I was saying, my name's Charles Fernandez. I'm a 3D artist and modeler, as well as a 2D artist. Uh, this channel so far has been dedicated to just following along as I, work on personal projects. Um, but that's going to be changing here soon, and I will be broadcasting a lot more frequently than I have been. I've been doing it maybe 2 days a week, uh, but I got a lot more time on my hands now, so I'll be kicking up into a higher gear as soon as I can get into the right headspace for it. I have some news on a personal note. Um, I was laid off from my job at Feld Entertainment a couple days ago. Well, actually, it was yesterday at 9:30 in the morning. Um, I was there for almost 3 years, and I designed monster trucks for a living, and that was pretty much the coolest job on earth. I loved that job, and I love where I'm living, but looks like things are going to have to change. Over the next couple months, I'll be doing some things for myself for personal improvement, and gearing up for a big push for my uh, for my job hunt, which will eventually occur. I will apply to jobs that I think I'm a good fit for as they appear, and I will search for them fairly regularly, but I'm not going to go nuts hunting for something which I may not find uh, for a couple months. Uh, I'm also not going to jump at the first job that's offered to me. Uh, I want something in my field. I need something in my field. Otherwise, you know, I'm not going to get offered what I need, and it'll just be a waste of time. So, toward that end, I will be pushing myself to drastically expand my own capabilities. Right now, as it stands, like even though I've been sinking a lot of time into this and pushing it further than I have gone before, this is still in my comfort zone. I'm fairly certain I know what I'm going to do with this once it's completed. I want to try something much more ambitious. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew, but what I will be doing is I will be, let's see, I figured it out this way. In my experience in the job market with the film industry, which is like the film and game industry, jobs for 3D modelers and 3D artists don't really show up until like September, October, when when studios start ramping up for their new projects. These are considered pre-production jobs. So they happen at the beginning of the production cycle is when they hire for those jobs. So it will be 6 months before I start seeing jobs in my field that would more than likely offer competitive rates, you know, in order to get a decent job offer. That said, I'm not entirely comfortable with my current skill level applying for those big jobs. I want to aim higher than I've ever aimed before, and I aim pretty high. I have like naively optimistic expectations for myself most of the time, but I know I'm not the best, and I know I'm probably not ever going to be the best, but one thing I can do is I can take the next 6 months to really push myself to become one of the best. So you are free to watch me as I work, but I will also be watching tutorials myself. I will be learning, and I will be passing on what I learn in my broadcasts as I apply what I have learned. I'm not going to broadcast someone else's tutorials, so I won't be using someone else's work to bolster my own. What I will do is I'll take some time, I'll watch a tutorial, I'll try and follow along on my own, and then I'll go back and I'll show you what I've learned. That's my plan, at least. And like I said, I'm going to be doing this for the next few months. As much as I can, as my attention span will permit. I'm not going to work myself to death, but I'll be able to put in more than an hour, more than a half an hour, every couple days like I have been. I'm planning on streaming a lot more often, maybe even for longer. And it will take me some time as I'm learning something new to get to the point where I'll be comfortable like broadcasting it. So I might take a couple days every now and again and just sort of drop off, but I'll come back. And once I'm comfortable with a new process or a new program, I'll show you what I've picked up. So that's the plan. Yeah, it's just been. Today was like a recovery day. I didn't really do much, and I'm not planning on doing much. I might just turn it off as soon as I'm done with this announcement. But wanted to let you guys know that that's what's going on, and you are more than welcome to follow me on this new and exciting and slightly terrifying and intimidating journey. But I will be on a path towards reinvention and improvement, and I encourage you to come along for the ride. So, for my fans that watch now, thank you for being with me so far. For the fans to come, buckle up, because things are going to get interesting. In the meantime, thank you very much. Have a nice evening, and may the force be with you. I will see all of you tomorrow.